Hey there, fellow Americans. Imagine waking up to a guaranteed $2,200 in your bank account every single month, regardless of your work history or previous Social Security contributions. Sounds too good to be true? Well, this groundbreaking proposal is making waves across Washington, and today, we're diving deep into what this could mean for you and your financial future. If you're concerned about retirement security or Social Security benefits, hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now because you won't want to miss our latest updates on this developing story. The proposal for a $2,200 flat Social Security benefit has emerged as a response to growing concerns about the inadequacy of current Social Security payments and the increasing number of Americans facing financial insecurity in retirement. But what exactly does this mean for the millions of Americans who depend on Social Security? And how could this revolutionary change reshape the entire landscape of retirement in our country? This bold proposal represents a significant departure from the current Social Security system, which calculates benefits based on your lifetime earnings and work history. Under the existing system, your monthly benefit amount varies widely depending on how much you've contributed over your working years and when you choose to start collecting benefits. But with this new flat rate proposal, every eligible American would receive the same $2,200 monthly payment, creating a more equitable foundation for retirement income. You might be wondering, why $2,200? This figure wasn't chosen arbitrarily. It represents an amount that would keep most seniors above the federal poverty level and provide a meaningful baseline of economic security. For many Americans, particularly those who worked in lower-wage jobs or had interrupted work histories due to caregiving responsibilities, this flat benefit would actually represent an increase from their current Social Security payments. But what about those who currently receive more than $2,200 per month? Don't worry, we'll address that crucial question shortly. The potential impact of this proposal extends far beyond just the dollar amount. Think about how this could change retirement planning as we know it. With a guaranteed $2,200 monthly benefit, Americans might feel more confident about their retirement prospects and potentially make different decisions about savings and investments. But would this create a disincentive to save? How would it affect people's motivation to work and contribute to the system? Let's talk about funding. The current Social Security system is primarily funded through payroll taxes, with workers and employers each contributing 6.2% of wages up to a certain limit. The new proposal would likely require adjustments to this funding mechanism. Some suggestions include removing the income cap on Social Security taxes, implementing a wealth tax, or increasing the current payroll tax rate. But how would these changes affect different income groups, and what would be the broader economic implications? One of the most significant aspects of this proposal is its potential to address inequality in retirement security. Women, minorities, and low-wage workers often receive lower Social Security benefits under the current system due to lower lifetime earnings and work interruptions. A flat benefit could help level the playing field and ensure that everyone has access to the same baseline retirement income. But is this the most effective way to address these disparities? Critics of the proposal raise valid concerns about its sustainability and fairness. Some argue that a flat benefit system doesn't adequately reward those who have contributed more to the system throughout their working lives. Others worry about the cost and whether our nation can afford such a generous universal benefit. These are important considerations that need to be carefully evaluated and debated. The transition from the current system to a flat benefit structure would be complex and would likely require a phase-in period. What would happen to people who are already receiving benefits? How would the system handle those who are near retirement age? These transition issues are crucial details that would need to be carefully worked out to ensure fairness and prevent disruption to current beneficiaries. Consider the broader economic implications of such a change. A guaranteed $2,200 monthly income for seniors could stimulate consumer spending and provide a more stable economic foundation for many communities. It could reduce reliance on other social services and potentially decrease poverty rates among older Americans. But would this lead to inflation? How would it affect wages and employment? The proposal also raises questions about the role of government in providing retirement security. Should the government guarantee a specific standard of living in retirement, or should it maintain the current system that ties benefits more closely to contributions? This philosophical question underlies much of the debate around Social Security reform. Looking at international examples, several countries have experimented with various forms of universal basic pensions or flat-rate benefits. New Zealand, for instance, provides a universal pension that isn't tied to previous earnings. What can we learn from these examples? How have these systems performed in terms of poverty reduction and fiscal sustainability? The timing of this proposal is particularly significant given the ongoing concerns about Social Security's long-term solvency. The trust fund is projected to be depleted in the coming decades, requiring either benefit cuts or revenue increases to maintain current benefit levels. Could a shift to a flat benefit system help address these long-term funding challenges? For younger workers, this proposal could fundamentally change how they think about retirement planning. Would the guarantee of a $2,200 monthly benefit make them more or less likely to save additional money for retirement? How would it affect their career choices and financial decisions throughout their working lives? The proposal's impact would extend beyond just retirees. Family members who provide care for elderly relatives might find themselves with more financial security. Adult children might feel less pressure to financially support their aging parents. How would these changes affect family dynamics and intergenerational relationships? What about the interaction with other retirement income sources? How would this flat benefit work alongside private pensions, 401(k)s, and other retirement savings? Would employers change their retirement benefit offerings in response to this new system? As we consider this proposal, it's important to think about the broader context of retirement security in America. With declining pension coverage, increasing life expectancy, and rising healthcare costs, many Americans face significant challenges in preparing for retirement. Is a flat Social Security benefit the right solution to these challenges? There's also the question of eligibility criteria. Would the flat benefit be available to all citizens? What about legal residents? Would there be a minimum number of years of U.S. residency required? These details could significantly affect the cost and impact of the program. The implementation timeline would be crucial. How quickly could such a change be rolled out? What kind of administrative systems would need to be put in place? How would the Social Security Administration handle the transition? As this proposal continues to be debated in Washington, it's essential for all Americans to stay informed and engaged in the discussion. The decisions made about Social Security will affect not just current retirees but generations to come. How can you make your voice heard in this important debate? This brings us to an important crossroads in American social policy. The choice between maintaining the current system and moving to a flat benefit structure represents different visions for the future of retirement security in America. Which path should we choose, and what would be the consequences of that choice? Remember, as this proposal moves through the political process, there will likely be modifications and compromises. Stay tuned to our channel for the latest updates and analysis of how these changes could affect your retirement planning. We'll be closely following the developments and bringing you detailed coverage of any changes or amendments to this proposal. The discussion around Social Security reform is complex and multifaceted, but it's crucial for every American to understand these proposals and their potential impact. What do you think about this flat benefit proposal? Would it help or hurt your retirement prospects? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this developing story and other important retirement news. Together, we can navigate these potential changes and work toward a more secure retirement future for all Americans.